Charles Hoskinson broadcasting live from warm, sunny Colorado. Always warm, always sunny, sometimes Colorado. Today is June 6, 2024. It's another wonderful day. It's a Thursday. I'm making a quick video to talk about our good friends at that wonderful organization that is Bankless. So as many of you know, they run a podcast. It's one of those Ethereum branded podcasts. I guess it's in that ecosystem. And they have historically been quite negative about Cardano. So they offered for me to come on the podcast. They've done this multiple times. And you see right here, he says, okay, Charles, now is a good time as any. Want to come on Bankless and tell us why Cardano is alive. Blank slate for me. Haven't kept up with the project at all. So I said, okay, if they're actually being real and fair about this, we have an event. It's called Rare Evo. It's not a minor thing. It's a community-driven event in the Cardano ecosystem that has broadened the tent, brought in other ecosystems as well. And this event, really what it's doing is it's showing the best of us as a community. So there's going to be hundreds of Cardano events there, thousands of people. So if you are completely a blank slate, you've spent years of your career being negative about the Cardano ecosystem, saying it's a ghost chain, there's no activity, there's no users, it's a cult, we're incompetent, science coin, laughing at us, dismissing at us, all these types of things. You know what? I said, why don't you come to Rare Evo and get immersed in the whole ecosystem? And I said, we can do a podcast in the Blackhawk. I'm actually bringing my Blackhawk out. We're going to try to put it on the strip and use it as a billboard for Rare Evo. So get it wrapped with all the logos, but also use it as a impromptu podcast studio for these types of things. New experience, new thing. It's a good faith attempt to the Bankless guys that if they're actually serious about our ecosystem, to come and get exposed and immersed to it, you owe it to us because you've spent years shitting over the ecosystem. It says, appreciate the counter invite, but I don't really want to go with you in a helicopter right now. Just a super normal podcast would be fine. And of course, people are saying this is, oh, it's ego, and I'm bragging about the Blackhawk and all this other stuff. Guys, you see, this is how media works. This is not about ego. This is about a fair and accurate representation of an ecosystem. Rare Evo is where the Cardano community is at come August. There's going to be so many of them there. There's so many interesting projects there. If you're legitimately interested in Cardano, come to Rare Evo and just talk to people. Wow, there's a project over here. You're building actually on Cardano? Really? You have investors? Really? You have customers? How is that possible? No, but here's what they want instead. They want me to come on their podcast and they're going to say, Cardano's dead, prove that it's not. Okay, here's all this great stuff. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Cardano's dead, prove that it's not. Well, here's all of our growth metrics. Can't hear you, can't hear you. How are you going to beat Solana? Solana's already beaten you. Your price sucks. The price isn't going up. Well, what about all this other stuff? Can't hear you. The people you're talking about don't exist. They're not there. It's hard to do that when you do the podcast with 3,000 of our people there. It's just hard. You can say, Cardano doesn't exist. There's no community. And then all of a sudden, all the people around you start booing. And they say, Cardano exists. We're here. It's there. You see? And then you have to then go and talk to them. Now, if you're a fair and objective, neutral person, you'd say, wow, I didn't understand that there's a real community, there are real projects, there's real passion, and there's real effort. That's incredible. We'll start talking to these people and go and interview. Why are you building on Cardano? Go to the next person. Why are you building on Cardano? Go to the next person. Why are you building on Cardano? Why are you not choosing Solana? Why are you not choosing Ethereum? And it's a conversation then. Or I can just go on, and here's the three things they're going to say. Cardano is Charles Hoskinson. The only thing they need to do to understand the entirety of the Cardano ecosystem is talk to a single person. Cardano has no real people in it. It's a fabrication of Charles Hoskinson. And all you got to do is just attack me. And three, nobody cares about Cardano in the broader cryptocurrency ecosystem. Well, that's been a great 45 minutes. That's been a great hour. Okay. We had a little bit of a back and forth. And guess what they got out of it? Clicks. It'll be one of the highest rated podcast episodes that they've ever had. because everybody who doesn't like us will share it and say, look, they finally got Charles. And all the people that like us will share it and say, Charles finally put that bankless bastard in his place. And they just laugh all over the bank as they get record high ratings and they get more sponsorships. That's how it works. Why the fuck do we play that stupid game? You know, bankless guys, if you are interested in an actual real conversation, come to Rare Evo. We'll talk about it. You can see our ecosystem, our community. I will spend Lex Friedman level time with you. You get 5 hours if you want. I'll sit down there. I got an iron ass. I can sit in a wooden chair for 5 hours if you want me to. And right in the middle of Las Vegas. And we can talk about everything, the whole entire space. 14 years of history if you want. And then give the ecosystem its due, walk the floors, go talk to all the people, attend the presentations, and just ask them a fair question. Why are you building on Cardano? You only have to ask them that question, and they'll tell you. And then you'll leave that conference and you'll know that it's a real deal, that this is a real ecosystem. There's a lot going on. It's real exciting. I ain't got time for you if you're not willing to do that. Because you know what? What have you done for us as an ecosystem outside of, say, we're a cult, we're a ghost chain, there's no real economic value, Cardano is going to collapse as an ecosystem, imply that we're criminals, amongst many things throughout the years, while also praising Luna and these other things. Yeah, cry again. Come on, guys. Honestly, grow the fuck up. And I will never allow us to be a useful idiot for your ratings, ever. You know what? If you want to go talk to someone else, Cardano ecosystem, it's a really big ecosystem. Invite Fred Gegard from the Cardano Foundation on your podcast. Give him that experience. But if you want me, the only place you're going to get me is at Rare Evo. Come on over, anywhere there. I'll even do it 2:30 in the morning. I'll be right on the strip if you want. A little sketch, but I'll do it there because at the very least, then you're actually giving us the benefit of the doubt. And you're actually coming in with an open mind and you actually want to have a real conversation about a real ecosystem. If you're unwilling or unable to do that, well, then you don't really want to have a real conversation. You're just here to shit on us yet again. And I'm sorry, I'm not really in that mood these days. We got shit to do. We got stuff to build. Cardano's here. Fucking deal with it. Live with it. And I'm so sorry that our existence causes you pain. But you know what? We're going for number one as an ecosystem. We know how to scale. We have the best interoperability and the best governance plan. And we're just getting started. There are millions of us. And we figured out how to do this without Ponzonomics or big VCs coming in and manipulating things or a lot of love from the media. We did it through true grit, determination, and a considered and deliberate process. And every step of the way, we did it as a community together. And if you can't get that, then you don't deserve to get crypto. Just that simple. So I'd like to see you in Vegas. It's in August. Not too far away. I'll comp your tickets. Cheers. This is Nike's home. Let me show you. Converted one of the staples. And those are his heat lamps when it gets cold, and he's sleeping right now. He's having his little Nike dreams. And then he's got his waterer right here. And we're raising a few chickens next to him. So they're hanging out. Right now it's a little hot, so we have the fan going. And then when he's done, we come on outside. Got the swing right here. Horses over there, and we got some donkeys, and some chickens and other things. Whole place. And he's a happy pig.